Hello everyone, we are Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors of University Science Malaysia. When you just started your university journey or kickstart with the new semester, understanding the technology tools will help you to have a better learning experience. So, if you are not aware of the technology tools that is provided by the university or the useful resources we can get online, then this video is for you. We are here to share with you all on the essential technology tools for university. Let me give you a brief introduction on what to expect from this video. We will start off the video with a sharing on what is Microsoft 365. Its subscription and features will be explained. Next, we will share about Microsoft Outlook and OneDrive. You will learn other features of Microsoft Outlook besides sending and receiving emails. We will also show you the use of OneDrive for document collaboration and sharing. Then we will introduce to you the features of Microsoft Teams, where you will see how to utilize it for online discussion. After that, we will be capturing notes and ideas in Microsoft OneNote, which is useful in your study journey. Lastly, we will be sharing useful online resources, which are the benefits you can get from subscribing GitHub Student Developer Pack, such as a 1-year Canva Pro free account. So feel free to skip to any parts of the video that you find it useful for your needs. Now, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Sui. I believe that everybody knows well about Microsoft Word, Excel, and others, but have you ever heard about Microsoft Office 365? Microsoft Office 365 is a cloud-based subscription that makes sure you always have the most up-to-date modern productivity tools from Microsoft. The pictures below show some of the Microsoft tools that are commonly used in our daily life. Next, what are the differences between Microsoft 365 and Office 2019? I know that everybody's laptops have the different versions of Microsoft Office, and Office 2019 is one of the Office versions you use in your device. By the way, do you know what Office versions you are using now? If you are not sure about that, no worries, we will provide you a guide for you guys to check the Office version. Alright, for those who are not familiar with Microsoft Office is a collection of applications such as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel that require a one-time license. It is not a cloud-based offer, but it is downloaded to your computer. So, Office 2019 doesn't come with any storage space in OneDrive, which is a cloud drive that will be explained further in the next sessions. And you don't get access to the online versions of apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Microsoft 365, on the other hand, include 1 TB of free storage, and you can access the app easily to edit all your files online. With your subscriptions to Microsoft 365, you will be able to use the latest Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. You can install Microsoft 365 on PC, Macs, tablet, and phone, and you may sign in to 5 devices at the same time. Thus, if one of your devices suddenly crashes, you may edit your documents on any devices using desktop apps or by using web-based apps. Everything is synchronized. You can even share the link of the doc with your group members so you can do your assignment together and you can save time to compile everything. Besides, the important thing is that you will be given 1 TB of OneDrive cloud storage. So 1 TB of storage is same as roughly 8 128 GB iPhones. So, without any doubts, it will definitely help you to save your desktop storage. Now, you may wonder, how can I get it or how can I apply for it? That's a good news. USM provides software license from Microsoft 365. That means, as a USM student, you can install and use Microsoft Office 365 for free. I repeat, it is free. That is something that you need to know. The license or subscriptions will expire after you graduate. That means you will no longer be able to save new documents or make changes to older documents. You will need to get your own subscriptions to Microsoft Office 365 by paying yourself in order to continue using the software. But no worries, there will be a grace period before it expires. Just make sure you copy all your files before email login is blocked automatically by the system. Now, how to sign up for Microsoft Office 365? You may Google Microsoft Office 365 and select the Office 365 login that shows in the slide. Or you can go to the link that provided in the slide too. Next, enter your USM student email and password, and you will be able to access the Microsoft Office 365 web versions. And for your information, you can choose to use the web versions or install Office 365 on your desktop. What's the difference between the web and desktop versions? For the web versions, you cannot create captions, citation, bibliography, tables of contents for words. For Excel, you cannot create pivot table, apply conditioning formatting, creating data connections or references. For OneNote, which is an app to organize your note whether in handwriting or digital form, you cannot edit embedded files, use optical character to translate handwriting into text. Lastly, for PowerPoint, you cannot create custom animations, use header and footers, or integrate Excel charts. So after you sign in to the Office 365, this is the web interface that you can see. On the left side there is the navigation bar for the apps available in Office 365, and you may click any of the icon to access the web versions. At the end of the nav bar there is a square icon, so when you click on this icon, you will be able to see all the apps available in Microsoft Office 365. You may have access to all of these useful Microsoft apps by just clicking on it. So, what are the most frequent apps used by students? I believe you all must be very familiar with Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint already. So, the others popular apps such as Microsoft Teams, that is a chat-based collaboration platform with document sharing and online meetings, Outlook for email, OneDrive for storing and access your document in cloud, Microsoft Form to create quizzes, surveys, and polls, Calendar for scheduling and share meetings or event time, and last but not least, OneNote to capture and organize your notes across the devices. If you never heard of these applications, you don't need to worry. You will have the opportunities to explore and use it soon because even myself also knew nothing about it before I entered university. So you are not alone, and after introducing the applications and the web versions, what should we do if we want to install Office 365 on our desktop or laptop? Before you install the latest versions of Microsoft Office 365, please make sure that you have uninstalled another versions of Office in your device. For example, Office Professional Plus 2013, 2016, and 2019. The next thing is to make sure your device meets the storage requirements, which are 2 GB, RAM for memories, and 3 GB for disk space. If you didn't uninstall before installing the latest versions of Microsoft Office 365, we cannot guarantee whether there will be any issues, as it is a case-to-case basis, but by referring to Microsoft Office documentations, they suggest uninstalling the old versions. Once again, if you are not sure how to check the Microsoft Office version that you are currently using, or you don't know how to uninstall your old Office versions, no worries, we will provide you with a guideline. Now, who should install Microsoft Office 365? We suggest that if you don't have any versions of Office, you can install Office 365 that we will show afterward. If you already have some versions of Office, then it is optional whether you would like to install and use Office 365. We need to highlight again, installing Office 365, you need to remove the earlier versions of Office used by your devices, unless you still have your product key. Else, it is better that you consider first before you uninstall your original Office versions. Lastly, Let us move on to the final part about Microsoft Office 365. How can you install the latest versions on your laptop or desktop? So, after you sign in to your account using Office 365 web versions, you will see an Install Office button at the right side of the web page. All you need to do is to select the Install Office button and select the Office 365 apps. The first one. You just need to click yes, and the latest Office versions will be automatically installed on your devices. If you are not clear with the step, you may refer to this video by using the link that is provided or by sending us a message in our Facebook page. So please feel free to explore the apps that are available in Microsoft Office 365 because it will be very useful for you to deal with the tasks and assignments later. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hui Lei. So now I'm going to introduce you the important tools in UniLife, which are Microsoft Outlook and OneDrive. Well, I believe that all of you already have your own USM student email address, and you might be using Microsoft Outlook to receive some important email from USM, right? Yeah, so basically it is like an official platform for you to communicate with lecturer, staff, and administrator of the college. But actually, other than the email function, Microsoft Outlook also comes with many useful features such as calendar, contacts, tasks, and to-do list. And for your information, it also has both desktop app and a web version with similar interface, so you can choose the version based on your choice. You can even download it from your mobile phone, so you can always receive the notification of the email. Alright, so in order to use Outlook on the web, you can go search for Outlook and select Email Outlook, or visit to outlook.com. While if you choose to use the Outlook desktop app, you can just search it from the search window in the taskbar. So, this is the quick access bar of Outlook, and it consists of 4 top features of Outlook, which are Mail, Calendar, followed by People and Tasks. Okay, first, Mail is for us to send and receive the email. So, this is how it looks like in the desktop app when you want to create an email. So as you can see, Outlook comes with the function for you to format the text. You can also insert a picture, table, or calendar, and also attach the file while sending the email. So next one, Calendar is also very useful for you to set up the appointment or create a new meeting, and you can create your own calendar in Outlook with just few clicks. And not just that, you can also set a reminder for your appointments or meetings to the Outlook calendar. Yeah, so it is very helpful, especially when you are too busy with your uni stuff, so that you won't miss out any important meeting. Okay, so the next one will be People. So when you click on this People icon, you can create your own contact list in Outlook. So the nice thing about it is that you can use your own contact group to send an email to multiple people without having to add each name individually. And it is very helpful and help you to save your time so that you don't need to find someone's email address and then type it one by one. Okay, so for the last one, which is Tasks, will help you to create, edit, and manage the task that you want to track until it is completed. And you can also add an email as a task, and it will appear under your task section. Alright, so that's all about Outlook. Now, I'm going to share with you some problems that might face by college students. Well, so in the following weeks of UniLife, you probably might have a lot of assignments to do. And have you ever wondered that, what if you have spent many days rushing for the deadline of your assignments, and just one day before your assignment's deadline, suddenly your computer crashed, and all your assignments file has gone? Yeah, so it is very sad, right? And actually, these situations has happened to many college students before. And it is really sad when you don't have a backup version of your files. And also, Some students might concern about not having enough storage space on their computer to store their important uni stuff. So, how to overcome this problem? Is it to store a file in Google Drive with just 15 GB of free storage? Well, 15 GB probably might not be enough for college students, as we need much more storage to store our important files. Or is it to buy more storage for your computer? Yes, you can do this, but it is not a really good way if you want to save your money. Well, I'm here to tell you that no worries, because OneDrive can help to ease your life. Why choose Microsoft OneDrive? This is because, as a student from USM, you can store everything you need with 1 TB of cloud storage, which is equal to 1000 GB. And it is free at all, and you can access it from any device, for example your computer, tablet, or mobile phone. And it also comes with the autosave feature, so you don't have to worry that you forget to save your assignment files and lose your file when computer crash. And lastly, by using OneDrive, you can share the files with your assignment teammates so that all of them can gain access and work together on the same document at the same time. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to upload the files and also the autosave feature on OneDrive. Okay, so first you can go to onedrive.com and sign in with your USM student email. So this is how it looks like when you want to sign in to OneDrive. So over here, you can click upload and choose whether you want to upload your files or folders from your PC. So all the files that you uploaded in OneDrive will not take up any storage in your computer, as it is a cloud storage. But you have to remember that all of this file can be only accessed when you are online, unless you have downloaded it or sync it to your own computer. And let's say if you want to sync all your files from OneDrive into your computer so that you can have access it offline, you can click on this Get the OneDrive apps button. And to check if you have OneDrive installed in your Windows device, you can search from the search window on the taskbar. And if OneDrive is not installed in your computer yet, you can download it from onedrive.com and waiting it to be installed. And once you have finished installing, you can click on the OneDrive icon from your taskbar and sign in with your USM student email. Then, the location of your OneDrive files will be shown. You can also change the location to store the files, but usually the default location is recommended. Then, you can just click Next when you see this. And finally, you can click on the Open My OneDrive folder button. Alright, so this is how it looks like when all of your files from OneDrive has been synced inside your computer. But please remember that if you want to sync your file from OneDrive to your PC, it will take up your PC storage, and the 1 TB of free storage is only available in OneDrive, where you have to access it online. Alright, so next, I'm going to show you how to share files with your assignment teammates and how to have real-time collaboration with teammates on the Microsoft Word document. So this is a very good way to do your assignment, especially when you are having online class and cannot meet your friends face-to-face. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let's say if you want to share this Project 1 document in a OneDrive with your friends, you can click on this share button here. Next, there are many options for you to share the files. You can choose to send it to anyone with the link, other people in your organization, people with existing access, or specific people. And after that, you can just copy the link and share it to your group members, or you can also share the link via Outlook. If you prefer to share the files while you are working on a Word document, you can also share the files by clicking on the share button in the Word document. And basically, the steps are just the same as sharing the files in OneDrive. So this is how it looks like when someone shares a Word document with you. So the link you receive will open the document in your web browser. You can choose to edit the document in your desktop app too. And if your group members is working on the document, you will see their name over here and the changes they are making. So we call this as real-time collaboration. And over here, you can also see that the autosave button is on, which means that every time you make changes on the document, it will automatically be saved. So you don't have to click on the save button before you closing the window. Yeah, so basically this is how it looks like when you share the files with others and work together on a Word document. And for your information, this function is not just available on Microsoft Word only, but you can also share the PowerPoint, Excel, or OneNote with the same method. So with this function, you can easily work with your group mates anytime, anywhere with the autosave feature. Alright, so I think that's all about the introduction to Outlook and OneDrive. I hope you enjoy using Microsoft Outlook and OneDrive. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashwina and I will be sharing about the collaboration tool for online study, which is Microsoft Teams. For lecture and tutorial classes, we normally will be using Webex platform, but we can make use of Microsoft Teams to discuss our assignments or society and club tasks. So what is Microsoft Teams? It is an app used to chat, calls, video and engage with anyone at any time. The documents, photos, videos, chat history and meeting notes are always there for us, easy to work together at one place. We can record the video call session as the recording will be saved in a folder automatically. We can share files and keep it in our specific teams, so we can refer to it anytime we want to. We can set up the team space with all the apps we need to stay in one place to do work instead of jumping around. Yes, you did heard me. We don't have to open many applications or online websites to access any files such as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel and etc. But we can access it at one place, which is Microsoft Teams. It helps us to be organized and focused as it takes less workspace. Let me explain about the icons that we can find in Microsoft Teams. For the activity, we can check all the activities and check personally my activities. We can chat privately with anyone, create group and pin the group conversation. We can join or create up to 250 teams and create channels as well to have separate sub-departments. As for the assignment, as for USM email, teachers can have to create class in order to assign tasks. They also have access to OneNote classroom notebook and they can share class materials for us to read only the content and the ability to mute students while the meeting goes on. For the calendar, we can create, schedule new meeting or meet now with your teammates. We can video call or call with your teammates, add them in speed dial or create a contact list. Access to OneDrive or team files. We can add other cloud storage for use, for example Dropbox, Box, Ignite, ShareFile, Google Drives. As for the apps, we can access up to 600 apps. We can create apps and upload the app catalog as well. As the help icon, it helps us to talk with the community, attend training, and update with the new features. So, what are the ways to sign up for Microsoft Teams using USM email? For step 1, use Microsoft Edge, Chrome or Firefox and find for Microsoft Teams. And then click on the sign up for free button. As for the second step, enter your USM email address. And as for the third step, enter the password required and please choose for school. That's how we want to use the Teams. And it will request us some last few details. After we fill it up, yes, the Teams will be set up. As for the last step, if you want to use the desktop team app, please click on download the Windows app for the Windows users and download for mobile if you want to use for Microsoft Teams in your mobile as backup device. The calendar in Microsoft Teams. we can use to schedule meeting or have a meeting instantly. We can add friends and optional members for meeting. While the meeting going on, we can copy the link to share with our friends. Once schedule the meeting, we will receive notification or registration request in Outlook. When we will get the notification in Outlook, we can send our response by clicking either yes, no, maybe for the scheduled meeting. It will also snooze for the meeting as a reminder before the meeting starts. We can also hit on pause or snooze button as the reminder at any longer time. This is how our calendar looks in Microsoft Teams. As for your information, in a situation where we might have weekly meeting with the same team, we don't have to schedule meeting each week. Instead, we can control the repetition to every weekday, weekly, daily, monthly, yearly, and also edit it as custom as we wanted it to. As I said earlier, we can have backup devices by connecting Teams in other device for the same meeting we are attending using our main device. We are given option to use one device to listen the audio and another to mute to avoid echoes. In case if it's an important meeting and we have connection problem or device compatibility issues, then feel free to use this feature that Teams provide us. Next, we have the general setting and apps. In the general setting, we are given the options to choose the theme that appropriate for us. They are light mode, dark mode, and high contrast mode. We also can control the activities and set up the video and call quality in general setting. So let me get to the exciting part, which is the readily available apps. The Microsoft community create, test, and upload various apps which helps us during our work. For example of the apps are, they are Poly to give live feedback from your team, Trello to organize and prioritize your projects, Karma to promote good behavior and habits, and etc. Lastly, I am going to talk about the teams, channels, and the hidden features of Microsoft Teams. We can have more than 250 teams. Either we can create our team or we can join a team using the code, or the admin can add us that is already been. We can hide the teams and channel if we don't want to show other while screen sharing or if it's not so active team. Thank you.
Hello, I am Cindy and I would like to give you some insights about Microsoft OneNote today. As mentioned in its name, Microsoft OneNote is a note-taking software for free-form information gathering and multi-user collaboration. Before we proceed further, I have a question for you. Are you still using paperback jotter? Let's do some simple maths here. Assuming that for one semester, you will take around 5 subjects. One subject will roughly use up 2 notebooks and 10 notebooks for one semester. Throughout your 4-year studies, we will use up around 80 notebooks. It's a huge amount, right? So try to imagine that. Are you going to bring 10 notebooks wherever you go, anytime you want to get it? Is that possible? Is that convenient for you? Therefore, Microsoft OneNote is your lifesaver here because it is one of the most popular digital notebooks among the students as well as the working adult. Alright, let's go through the main features of OneNote together. First, you can do some handwriting or drawing on OneNote like what you used to do on the hard copy. When your friend John wants to borrow your notebook, you just need to click on the share button, then John can view your notebook at no time. It also can synchronize across multiple devices as well as insert the voice recording notes. Guess what? You can use your Microsoft OneNote on your desktop, mobile, as well as your tablet. Do make good use of it and try it out.
So, hi, I'm Sean. Next, I would like to talk about the useful online resources that you can get it for free during your university life. Nowadays, students need to be all-rounder in order to excel in university. You need to learn poster design for your assignment or even for your club's social media. You also need to learn how to do the live streaming for your club events in Facebook, YouTube, and so on. If you are business or pure science students, you need to learn some basic programming like Python, MATLAB, or even Power BI for your assignment or for your final year project. However, not every student knows how to use those applications. Moreover, some applications are paid versions. Students cannot afford to purchase it. But don't worry, GitHub Student Developer is here to save your day. The GitHub Student Developer delivers $200,000 worth of tools and training to every student. GitHub is committed to students have access to the best real-world tools and training required to get started as developers. Don't worry when you saw the word developers. Every student should and deserve to get this GitHub Student Developer. So what you can get from this GitHub Student Developer? There are countless of benefits in this pack, but there are 4 benefits that I think is most useful for every student. First, you can get a free 12-month subscription for Canva Pro, free access to Microsoft Azure Cloud Service plus $100 in Azure credit, free access to the SteamYard Essentiality Plan, and lastly, the free 3-month data camp individual subscription. So at this point, you may or may not heard these 4 platforms before, but please allow me to further explain how these 4 platforms can help in your university life. First is Canva. With Canva, everyone can create professional-looking graphics and designs featuring thousands of templates and an easy-to-use editor. If you need to do any poster design for assignments or posting Instagram posts in social media, Canva is your best choice. Personally, I use Canva to design my social media posts and I really like its design. Next is Microsoft Azure. It is a cloud computing service created by Microsoft for building, testing, developing, deploying, and managing the applications and services through the Microsoft managed data centers. It may sound complicated, but in short, if you want to do AI, machine learning training, deploy your mobile app, or any techie stuff, Microsoft Azure is your best platform. Other than that, I would like to talk about SteamYard. SteamYard is the live streaming studio in your browser. You can run your broadcast and even stream directly to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and other platforms. If you want to broadcast your events in Facebook Live or YouTube Live in professional way, SteamYard provides the most comprehensive services for all of you. Last but not the least, DataCamp. DataCamp is an excellent e-learning platform for studying data science and data analytics. If you want to learn R, Python for machine learning and AI, Power BI for the data visualizations, you can get the best learning from DataCamp. I hope you all are interested to get this GitHub Student Developer after listening to my explanation. Now I believe the question that you all want to ask the most is how to get this Student Developer right. But no worries, we, MRSA, will provide the step-by-step instruction for all of you. And you can get these instructions later on. So if you have any questions regarding these instructions, feel free to contact us later for further explanations. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
This marks the end of our video. If you have any question, please go to the link as shown or scan the first QR code to drop the question in the Padlet. Feel free to contact us through our Facebook page, Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors of University Science Malaysia. That's all from us. Hope you find this session useful to start off your university journey. Thanks for watching. Bye!